Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Hindu editorial of the 30th of March. My name is Vaishnavi, and this is presented to you by Unacademy. I welcome all of you. I hope you can see and hear me. Hi, Alpesh. Hi, Shant. Good afternoon and welcome. All right, so today we have Happy Ram Navami to all those who celebrate it. To you too, Nishita. All right, so let's get started. It is the second last day of the month, and by now, hi Rahi, good afternoon, Nancy. Okay, by now I'm sure you are developing a little bit of confidence ki haan, English is doable. If you are experiencing something like that, then you're getting better, definitely. Okay, so please let me know if I'm always ready to hear stories about your improvement and your how it is going, your progress, how is it going. तो मुझे बताना कि राही मैं बहुत ही अच्छी हूँ. Thank you for asking and I hope you're doing well too. No, you don't have to be sorry, Nishita. It's okay. I mean, it's a festival, so it's okay. Sriranga, happy Ram Navami to you too. Good afternoon. Okay, so every time once Triranga comes, first he wishes me good afternoon, then he says, hi Alpesh bro. And then Alpesh says, hi Triranga. It's nice. Okay. Alright, so let's get started with the session. Okay, but before we get started, this is my Telegram channel. If you want to subscribe, you should subscribe to my Telegram channel, because there is where you will get the schedule, timetable and everything about the class, and a few things that I sometimes will be organizing on the group itself, so that you don't have to attend a class for that. Just few questions on vocabulary and here and there, idiomatic expressions pe questions. So all that is available on the Telegram channel. Will start happening from the 1st of April. So please make sure that you join my channel before that, okay? And if you're subscribing to anything, please don't forget to use my code, that is VP10. And I don't have a pen. I think now it will be loud and clear. Earlier also it was loud and clear. And I don't have a pen. But it's okay. All right. All right, so let's get started with the vocabulary then. Let's roll. As Alpesh says always, let's roll. I do have a pen. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Misgiving. Pehla word is misgiving. Okay. So first word is misgiving, which is a feeling of doubt or apprehension. Apprehension भी देखेंगे हम और हमने देखा भी है. A feeling of doubt or apprehension about the outcome or consequence ऑफ समथिंग, ठीक है. क्वाम भी इसका एक सिनोनिम होगा, राइट. मिसगिविंग इज बेसिकली ऐसा फीलिंग जिसमें आपको फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स से अगर आप किसी चीज के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, या कुछ बना रहे हो, लेट्स से यू कुकिंग समथिंग. नाउ yes, when you are cooking something, when you are not sure or you think that it is going to have a different outcome than anticipated, so that is a misgivings, okay. Misgiving or misgivings as well, you can use it with the s as well, okay. That is the plural form, okay. Misgivings, sorry, past participle form, no, the plural form, misgivings, okay, plural. Next is confounding. So it is a feeling of doubt. So anything where you have a feeling of doubt or that the consequence जो होगा उसका अच्छा नहीं होगा, कि कैसा होगा पता नहीं कैसा होगा, but mostly bad is the feeling, that is misgiving, okay. Okay. In spite the misgivings, he still invested in Adani stocks. Very, very nice. Excellent sentence. What a start, Alpesh. Very nice. Sometimes I start feeling misgiving regarding my future. Okay, sometimes I have misgivings about my future, okay. I have misgivings about my future. She looks with misgiving at the strange man in front of her, and that strange man is me. Okay, Triranga. She looked misgivingly at a strange man, and the strange man was me. Okay. Alright, next word is confounding. Confounding is a verb which means cause surprise or confusion in someone, especially by not according with their expectations. So something that is confounding is something that is amazing, something that amazes you, astounds you, astonishes you. All that is confounding. So anything that causes surprise या shock या confusion, किसी के आप अगर कुछ कर रहे हो उसके एक्शन से कोई सरप्राइज हो रहा है या शॉक हो रहा है या कंफ्यूज हो रहा है कि ये कर क्या रहा है इंसान, ओके, दैट इज कंफाउंडिंग, ओके, स्पेशली बाय नॉट अकॉर्डिंग विथ देयर एक्सपेक्टेशन. अगर आप वो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि आप बहुत खुश हो गए एंड देन यू टर्न आउट टू बी वेरी एंग्री बाय इट, तो द पर्सन इज कंफाउंडेड बाय एज टू व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, ओके, बिकॉज ही वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग और शी वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि आप बहुत खुश हो गए ये काम से, बट आपका रिएक्शन कंप्लीटली उल्टा था. सो द पर्सन इज कंफ्यूज नाउ, ओके. सो अमेज्ड, ओके, और astound. Hi Ria. So give me sentences with confounding. I think this is very easy word. जहाँ भी आप shocking या surprising use कर सकते हैं वहाँ आप confounding भी use कर सकते हैं. Okay, so you can just replace the word shocking or surprising by confounding. Okay. Stridently is an adverb that means it is supposed to be used in a way with, यहाँ strident अगर बस होता तो it would have been an adjective, okay. Strident बस होता तो adjective होता, यहाँ stridently है तो in an extremely forceful way, okay. So I think strident also we looked at once. एक बार हमने देखा था strident, but again I am telling you it is an extremely something that is done in an extremely forceful way. बहुत बहुत ज़ोर से या बहुत हिम्मत लगाकर या बहुत दम लगाकर कोई काम करना is stridently, okay. So that would be stridently. Unprecedented is the next word. Before we go to the next word, I still don't see you making sentences. What is happening? He was confounded when he realized his own brother betrayed him. Okay, he was very nice, Alpesh, very nice. When Rahul said he will win the election, this statement makes a confounding situation for me. Okay, this situation is confounding for me. Okay, instead of complicating it so much, Seedha, this situation is confounding for me. Okay, Nishita. Security kicked me out stridently. Very nice, Alpesh. Good job. Okay, so next word is unprecedented. Okay, so unprecedented is never done or known before. Something that was never done is completely new move. Okay, so is an adjective. So something that was never done or known before. कोई भी चीज़ ऐसे अगर आती है जिसके बारे में पहले कोई आइडिया नहीं था या कभी किया नहीं गया था पहले, that is unprecedented. Okay. I am stridently opposed to abortion. Okay. I stridently oppose abortion. Okay. I am से अच्छा I stridently oppose abortion. Very nice, Triranga. Ishant, my relatives are confounding when I clear the CLAT. My relatives will be confounded. Okay, my relatives will be confounded. By the way, hi Ishant. When I clear CLAT. Okay, with strident force he completed all his syllabus in one night. Very nice. Okay, Nishita. The instructor told their soldiers not to be afraid of misgivings, of hard work. Okay, right? Of misgivings of hard work. Urfi Javed fashion is okay. Urfi Javed's fashion sense is unprecedented. Okay, is unprecedented. Hi Tina, hello. The Nepal air crash caused an unprecedented number of deaths. Very nice. Very nice. Unprecedented number of deaths. Very nice. Triranga. When everyone thought he lost, he made an unprecedented move which confounded everyone. Very nice, Alpesh. Again, you are combining words. That's a beautiful art. Okay. All right. Now the next word is a very interesting word. I love this word and how it sounds. Kerfuffle. Okay. Kerfuffle. Okay. Kerfuffle is a noun which is a commotion or fuss, especially one caused by conflicting views. Okay. So basically kerfuffle is nothing but a commotion. Okay. एक तरह का fuss you can say. Okay, fuss या commotion, कोई भी चीज़ से बहुत ज़्यादा commotion हो रहा है. What do you call it in Hindi? Anyone can help me with the word in Hindi? Hi Shivani, good afternoon. Late again, why? Kerfuffle. Commotion का हिंदी क्या होता है? What is the word for commotion in Hindi? Or commotion is basically lot of disturbance. Okay, lot of disturbance or lot of fuss. किस चीज़ पे? Especially का मतलब क्या होता है? Especially is always remember particularly. ठीक है, जब भी आपको कोई word जिसका meaning नहीं पता है, try to interchange that word with a word that you already know the meaning of. जैसे यहाँ especially जब भी देखोगे तो particularly सोचना, commotion जब भी देखोगे या kerfuffle जब भी देखोगे disturbance सोचना. ठीक है, so when you think it again confounding जब भी सोचोगे, you can think of shocking. Okay, so you can replace it with shocking. Okay, so these words will misgiving नहीं पता है, qualm नहीं पता है, तो doubtful. Okay, change it with doubtful. Okay, so all these words remember, especially का मतलब क्या होता है? Particularly one caused by conflicting views. Okay, conflicting views जब होते हैं उसके वजह से जो conflicting views basically अगर मैं कुछ और कह रही हूँ, मेरा मानना कुछ और है, आपका मानना कुछ और है. Okay, so now if we are talking about our point, ठीक है, मैं अपने point के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ, आप अपने point के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, and then we start arguing about it. बहुत ज़्यादा फस हो जा रहा है, मैं भी कुछ बोल रही हूँ, आप भी कुछ बोल रहे हो, and it is too much disturbance. So that is a kerfuffle between us. Okay. Commotion is hangama. Yeah, I think so. Yes, hangama. Absolutely correct. Okay, so kerfuffle is nothing but hangama. Okay, because conflicting views hai. ठीक है? That happens in the parliament a lot, right? So kerfuffles are prevalent in the parliament. Okay, during World War, shore karna is just making noise. Okay, so gadbad again is just a mishap, yeah, kuch aisa. But I think hangama is the word. Okay, during World War II, there was kerfuffle. Okay, there was a lot of kerfuffle. Okay, you don't have to add happened. There was a lot of kerfuffle. Rajasthan's Right to Health Act is being kerfuffled between government and opposition doctor. Government and doctors, okay, not opposition doctors, government and doctors, okay. Rajasthan's Right to Health Act is a kerfuffle between the government and the doctors, okay. Alright, Nancy, sentence is fine. Her Valentine's gift glasses were broken in the kerfuffle, okay. Okay. Why does it have to be Valentine's Day gift, okay? But ठीक है, sentence fine है. Her glasses, if you just had made Triranga, her glasses broke in the kerfuffle, that would have made complete sense. लेकिन ठीक है, her Valentine's Day gift, her glasses, which was her Valentine's Day gift, broke in the kerfuffle, okay, in the kerfuffle, okay. Okay, then when teacher leaves the class, students started kerfuffling, okay, because it is a verb. यहाँ पर you are using it as a verb, okay, so here you will use it as kerfuffling, okay. After stock market crash, public made a lot of kerfuffle, okay. I enjoy to see kerfuffle of others. Okay, I enjoy seeing others kerfuffle, okay. The judge gave the unprecedentedly decision, okay, gave an unprecedented decision, okay, because unprecedented, यहाँ पर unprecedented है, ed है, but it is an adjective, okay, remember that, it is not a verb, ठीक है, unprecedented is not a verb, it is an adjective, even though it has the ed suffix, ठीक है. Sometimes government is the reason of most of the kerfuffle. Yes, absolutely correct sentence, Nishita. When Mr. X proposes, okay, when Mr. X proposes Miss Y, she makes kerfuffle. Okay, okay, Nishita. I don't understand the sentence, but ठीक है. I don't know how she will make a kerfuffle when someone is okay. So you can say when Mr. X proposed Miss Y, she made a huge kerfuffle, okay. Sometimes government is the reason of most of the kerfuffle. Very nice. Yeah, I know, it sounds funny. Alright, next is vehemently. Vehemently is an adverb because it is again ending with ly. So you get my point. Ly से जितने भी end होते हैं are mostly adverbs, okay? Mostly, most of the time, okay? So vehemently is in a forceful way. forceful, passionate or intense manner with great feeling. Okay, so something done with a lot of passion. Okay, in a passionate way, in a forceful way, in an intensive way. I think this word also we have seen, vehement. Okay, so anything that is done in this way is vehemently done. Okay, next is draconian. This is again something that you will hear a lot. Okay, स्पेशली इन लीगल मैटर्स. अगर हम बात करें इसकी तो ये एक एडजेक्टिव है. तो ड्रकोनियन प्रिंसिपल, ड्रकोनियन लॉ, व्हेन वी से इट इज़ ऑफ लॉ और देयर एप्लीकेशन. अगर लॉ से रिलेटेड अगर हम इस वर्ड का यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो इट इज़ एक्सेसिवली हार्श एंड सिवियर. सो एनीथिंग दैट इज़ कन्वेंशनल सॉर्ट ऑफ, ठीक है, पुराने टाइम को फॉलो करता है, सो दैट इज़ जनरली हार्श एंड समथिंग दैट लैक्स अ लॉट ऑफ empathy. ठीक है, सो इन द सेम वे ड्रकोनियन इज एनीथिंग दैट इज पुराने ज़माने में फॉलो होता था, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो ड्रकोनियन इज दैट. ओके, सो इट इज समथिंग दैट इज डन इन एन एक्सेसिवली हार्श एंड सिवियर वे. ओके, सो एनीथिंग दैट हैज़ बीन टर्म्ड ड्रकोनियन, दैट मीन्स इट इज बीइंग टर्म्ड सिवियर एंड हार्श एंड old school. Okay, proviso. Proviso is a noun which is a condition or qualification attached to an agreement or statement. So कोई भी condition या any condition या qualification अगर attach किया जाता है किसके साथ, agreement के साथ, तो उसको क्या कहते हैं, proviso कहते हैं. Okay, all right, can we move on to the next set of words? In a vehement way. Okay, vehement way. Very nice, Nancy. Sometimes, yeah, I know they are completely on the next level because we are going to be talking about doctors, so it has to be in a completely different level. Okay, now sometimes becoming vehemently okay, ना वेहमेंटली कैसे यूज़ करेंगे आप, किसी एडजेक्टिव या दूसरे एडवर्ब या वर्ब के आसपास यूज़ करते हैं ना. जब एडवर्ब यूज़ करते हैं तो किसके साथ एडवर्ब यूज़ होता है, एडवर्ब जस्ट इंक्रीजेस और टॉक्स अबाउट द मैनर इन विच समथिंग इज डन, राइट. सो यहाँ पर मैनर की बात हो रही है कि कैसे किया गया था वो काम. ओके, सो वॉज इट डन इन अ गुड वे, बैड वे, एक्सट्रीमली गुड वे, एक्सट्रीमली बैड वे. तो एक्सट्रीमली यहाँ पर is the adverb. ठीक है, तो in the same way vehemently good way, vehemently bad way. So extremely जब आप यूज़ कर रहे हो तो वैसे ही यूज़ करना है any adverb. Okay, any adverb of manner. ठीक है, moving on to the next one. Okay, now again important words, lots of important words. Catastrophe भी आपने सुना होगा. Cata जब भी आता है, cat या cata, it is related to downward descent. Okay, something that is downward flowing या downward descent. So catastrophe is another word for disaster. ठीक है, catastrophe is another word for disaster. So noun है, इसका मतलब होता है कोई भी एक ऐसा इवेंट जिसके वजह से great and यूजुअली सडन डैमेज, ग्रेट और सडन डैमेज होता है और या सफरिंग होता है, इज अ कैटास्ट्रोफ. सो बेसिकली अ डिजास्टर इज अ कैटास्ट्रोफ. ओके, ठीक है, अ जनरल अपहीवल, ओके, इज ऑल्सो नोन एज कैटास्ट्रोफ. ओके, कैटास्ट्रफी बोलते हैं, ओके, कैटास्ट्रफी भी बोलते हैं और कैटास्ट्रोफ भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, sometimes becoming vehemently good, vehement is good, but try not to make kaphaful because you always make kaphaful situations for me. Okay, Nishita, very good job that you tried using like almost you have used the words kaphaful twice in different way and vehemently in one way, but थोड़े बहुत changes हैं, like sometimes becoming vehement, vehemently argumentative, let's say. Okay, vehemently argumentative is good, but we should try not to make a kerfuffle, because you should try not to make a kerfuffle, because you always make kerfuffle for me. Okay, all right. When Mr. Sharma's son cleared his exams, Mr. Sharma appreciated in a vehemently fashion. Okay, in a vehemently way. Very nice, Rahi. Very nice. As a precedent, now Truranga is the precedent today, ladies and gentlemen. I have vehemently denied having an extramarital affair. Okay, as the precedent, okay, not a precedent, because just one precedent we have, right? So the precedent, I have vehemently denied everyone to have an extramarital affair. Very nice, Truranga. Tribal communities use, okay, till today, not still today, till today, tribal communities use draconian ways to punish. Very, very, very nice sentence, Ashant. Good job. Recently in Dehradun, recently Dehradun faced a catastrophe. Very nice, right? Yes, absolutely correct. Not in Dehradun, Dehradun faced a catastrophe. Okay. Floods cause catastrophe. Very nice, Shivani. Yes, disaster. You just replace the word disaster with it. Some measures are not as draconian as it sounds. Very, very nice, Triranga. Like your abortion policy. Nishita, but it is as old as it sounds. 1947 was a catastrophic event. Okay, catastrophic event. 1947 experienced a catastrophic event. Okay, Nishita. Syria and Turkey's earthquake was Turkey's earthquakes were a big catastrophe for those countries' citizens. Okay, for those countries' citizens. Triranga, look what Shivani says. Shivani is saying grievance. Next word is grievance. बहुत ही simple सा word है. It is basically a real or imagined cause for complaint, especially unfair treatment. Okay, so grievance is any sort of complaint. Okay, so because of either सच है या गलत है, सही grievance है या नहीं है, that is not yet decided, but it is something that is a complaint. ठीक है, किसी भी तरह का कंप्लेंट जब आप फॉर्मली रजिस्टर करते हो, सो यू रजिस्टरिंग योर ग्रीवेंसेस. ओके, ग्रीवेंसेस. ऑलराइट, सो दैट इज ग्रीवेंस. From all points of view, war would be a catastrophe. Very nice, very nice. Good job. A huge catastrophe flooded a village as village was grieving for the loss. Rescue came to redress. Okay, there was a huge catastrophe that a huge catastrophe flooded the village, and as the villagers were grieving, you don't have to add for the loss. As the villagers were grieving, rescue came to redress. Okay, very nice, Alpesh. Good job. if you can't study, you have to face almost catastrophe in your studies. Okay, if you don't study, you have to face a catastrophe in future. Okay, when people do love marriage, it creates a catastrophe event for unwanted relative. Very nice, Nishita, but let me arrange that properly for you. Love marriages create catastrophic events by unwanted relatives. Okay, by unwanted relatives. Okay, all right, that would be the correct form. All right, moving on to the next word, redress. Redress is remedy or set right. Okay, anything is a redress or is something that is a remedy, solution है. Okay, an undesirable or unfair situation, कोई भी undesirable या unfavorable situation का जो remedy होता है, जो solution होता है, that is called redress. Okay, so redressed his issues, verb है, so you can use it as redressed, redressing, redresses. Okay, recompense का मतलब क्या होता है? Again, it is a verb which means make amends. Okay, to someone for the loss or harm suffered. Okay, so compensate, इसको आप किस चीज से replace कर सकते हैं? Compensate से. Recompense को आप किस चीज से replace कर सकते हैं? Compensate से. So both means basically the same. Okay, almost the same. So किस चीज को, कोई भी चीज को में आप amends कर रहे हैं, आप उसको सुधारने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, to someone for loss or harm suffered. Okay, तो आप उसमें किसी ने भी बहुत ज़्यादा let's say suffer किया है या is injured in a certain way, तो आप उसके लिए amends कर रहे हैं, आप उसकी मदद कर रहे हैं, आप उसके लिए compensate करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, that is recompense. Okay, all right, next word is apprehensive. Apprehension, apprehensive, apprehensively. Okay, so apprehension is the noun, apprehensive is the adjective, apprehensively is the adverb. So anxious or fearful that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Okay, so something bad or unpleasant will happen, इसके लिए डर लगना is is being apprehensive about something. Okay, when I asked her to move in with me, she seemed a little apprehensive about it. Okay, that means she was fearful of the situation कि आगे चल के what if I'm not able to live independently, what if I miss my parents. So that is the apprehension. Okay, negligent, आपने बहुत सारे मेल्स लिखे होंगे on negligent riding या driving पे अपने 10th syllabus में, English के syllabus में. negligent riding generally या rash driving के लिए you are supposed to write a mail. So negligent का मतलब क्या होता है? Failing to take proper care over something. Okay, so basically negligent is being careless, reckless, all these are words for negligent. Okay, okay, let's see the sentences now. Let me just finish these two words as well and then I will see the sentence. And till then, now some of you just make sentences with the words that you think you can make sentences with. Don't do that. Make sentences with all the words. Okay. Progressive is basically an adjective जिसका मतलब क्या होता है? Happening or developing gradually or in stages. So progressive is anything that is growing. ठीक है, कोई भी चीज़ अगर grow कर रहा है with time तो it is progressive. Okay, in fact advancements को भी हम progressive बोलते हैं, right? Any sort of advancement is also called progressive. Okay, so progressive basically is happening or developing gradually or in stages, या हम इसको बोल सकते हैं growing. Okay, and it is an adjective, so you have to use it with a noun. Okay, progressive developments, progressive nature of someone. Okay, you can use it in either way. इनकम्बेंट भी देखा होगा आपने, इनकम्बेंट मेयर बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ होता है, इनकम्बेंट मेयर ऑफ अ सर्टेन प्लेस, सो अपॉइंटेड मेयर इन दैट केस। लेकिन यहाँ पर इसका क्या मतलब है, नेसेसरी फॉर समवन एज अ ड्यूटी और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। ओके, सो कोई भी चीज़ जो ज़रूरी होती है क्योंकि वो पार्ट है उनकी ड्यूटी या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की, तो दैट इज़ इनकम्बेंट। ओके, सो इट इज़ अगेन यूज्ड एज एन एडजेक्टिव। Okay, so anyone who holds a certain position or a certain office is the incumbent, whatever the designation is. ठीक है, so the current you can say, or the person who holds the appointment is incumbent. Responsible. Okay, she received a gift. Okay, let's start from here. Study almost. Okay, when people do. Okay, when wife found her husband cheated, you always cheat on. Okay, not that you always cheat, but I'm saying cheat जब भी आप use करते हैं to talk about affair or extramarital affair, तब उसमें cheat on बोलते हैं, ठीक है, cheat on someone. So when wife found out her husband cheated on her, she started treating in a grievance. नहीं, she started grieving. Okay, she started grieving. Grieve करना मतलब किसी के loss पे या किसी चीज़ के loss पे या किसी person के loss पे दुखी होना, right, is grieve, right? So you generally grieve when you lose a person. Okay, so that grieving period भी आता है, right? So she started grieving. Okay, sometimes in class there is a grievance, discrimination between topper and backbencher. Sometimes in the class there are grievances like there are many grievances or there are various grievances like discrimination between toppers and backbenchers. Okay, my bestie is redress of all my problem. Okay, यहाँ आप verb की तरह नहीं यूज़ कर रहे हैं इसको निशिता. So my best friend redresses all my problems. Okay, my best friend redresses all my problems. Mothers have remedy of all problems, but where is remedy? Good sentence, but I don't see remedy. The government made a grievance committee to redress the appeals. Okay, to redress the appeals. Very nice, Nancy. We had no one to speak for us. We had no redress. Very nice, Triranga. I feel sorry, but now you do have someone to speak for you. Lawyer redresses your catastrophe. Lawyers, okay, a lawyer. अगर आप lawyer use कर रहे हैं तो a lawyer, because class जब भी हमें बताना होता है तो हम class we can use if we are talking about one person representing the whole class, then you can either use a dog, a cat, a person, okay, or you can use the. Okay, so here a lawyer redresses your catastrophes. Okay, very nice. In future, after becoming a judge, I will try to make some recompense decision for development. Recompensatory decisions. Okay, recompensatory decisions for development. Very nice, Nishita. She received a gift as a recompense. Okay, she received a gift as a recompense. When I don't do good in exam, my teacher said that your daughter is negligent for her studies. Okay, negligent When I don't study well, my teacher informs my parents that I have been negligent. Okay. Very nice. The defendant have to recompensate to plaintiff after judicial judgment. Had to, okay, not have to. The defendant had to recompensate to the plaintiff after judicial judgment. Very nice, right? Grievance and inconvenience are synonymous. Not really, because inconvenience, if it is not always suggested that it is a complaint. ठीक है, आप किसी को बताते हैं, ऐसा कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है, ठीक है, या आप इन्फॉर्म करते हैं. ग्रीवेंस इज समथिंग दैट इज इन्फॉर्म्ड कि मुझे ये परेशानी हुई है, सो इनकन्वीनियंस मुझे ये हुई है और मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, दैट इज माई ग्रीवेंस. ओके, सो दे आर रिलेटेड बट नॉट सिनोनिमस. ठीक है ईशांत. As a father, I am apprehensive that my son may fall ill. Very nice, Triranga. You are a father now. Father, president, my God. You have played all the roles in this short span of time. In 1 month, I have seen you playing a lot of roles. That's your incumbent to complete your work and make some laws which will provide people redress. Okay, very nice. It's your incumbent to complete your work and make laws that will provide redress to people, or that will provide people redress. Very nice, Nishita. Good job. They were apprehensive while hiring him as he was negligent, as they were incumbent for the company, they cared for its progress. Very nice, Alpesh. Good job. Grievances are end with certain times. Grievances end with time. Okay, grievances end with time. Very nice, Shivani. In this article, they were trying to redress the situation. Very nice. I was negligent. I admitted. Very nice, Triranga. Drunken people drive. Okay, not drunken people. Drunk people drive in a negligent way. Okay, drunk people drive in a negligent way. How can you become so negligent in case of a baby? Okay, how can you become so negligent when you have a baby? Okay, or how can you become so negligent with your baby? Okay, you are driving negligently, now you have to recompensate. Very nice, Shivani. Believe it or not, the elder brother is incumbent to their family members. Is incumbent okay. Believe it or not, the elder brother is incumbent family member. Okay, is the incumbent family member. Okay, I always apprehend before mock. I'm always apprehended before mock. Juhi, please be on time from tomorrow onwards. When my auntie said that you are negligent and you need to become strict for your strict to your daughter, and the same day we got to know her daughter has run away. Nishita. Okay. Okay, so this okay. My auntie was talking to my mother, was telling my mother that she has been negligent with me, and ironically on the same day her daughter ran away with someone else. It's not someone else, someone. Okay, This is a progressive lecture in English study. Very nice, Triranga. Nice. I have an apprehension of losing my best friend. Very nice, Nancy. Good job. Perfect sentence. Arushi, the person who was driving negligently caused a catastrophic event. Okay? Catastrophic event. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Next is... it would be absolutely amazing because there's story now. So, Alpesh, don't you worry about Nishita. She's having the time of her life if something like this is actually happening. Alright, so these are the words for today. Let's now move on to... but please don't stop making sentences if you're not yet done. Make sentences with the words that you are yet to make sentences with. Okay, so try finishing all the words. Now, remember you will have a quiz on these as well, right? In your special class. So, make sure that you remember these words. Most of the words are very, very prevalent and dominant in passages. Okay, so you see words like grievance, redress, apprehension, negligent, progressive, incumbent. All these words you will see it appearing again and again. High frequency words. All right, now the announcement. You are very incumbent for us. Thank you. To us. I'm an incumbent. I am the incumbent. I'm an incumbent member of my family, as I am the oldest. Eldest. Okay, oldest नहीं use करेंगे when you're talking about being elder or younger. Okay, या तो आप elder होते हो या तो younger होते हो. ठीक है, so eldest, not oldest. Okay, when we are talking about family situation, तब हम बोलते हैं he is the eldest, she is the eldest daughter, or he is the eldest son, and she is the youngest daughter, or she is the youngest son. He is the youngest son. Okay, now but in the case of you are seeing how old, this is the oldest book that we have. Okay, or you can say Crime and Punishment is the oldest book that we have. Okay, so oldest in that case would make sense, but not in the case of family relation. Okay. मैम आपके टेलीग्राम नहीं मिल रहा है मुझे, अभी सर्च किया था. Rahi, I will add it in the comment section. Okay, I will add it in the comment section, Rahi, so that you are able to see the Telegram channel. Okay, someone, if you can help her out over here, that would be great. But don't you worry, मिल जाएगा. Grandfather will be oldest. Yes, grandfather will be oldest member of the family, not when you're talking about बड़े हैं ये हमसे या छोटे हैं हमसे. In that case, you use elder or younger. Okay, now this mock, all these mocks have already sectional test पहले ही हो गया है, but there's an announcement about the full length free mock test कि ये जो free mock test है, there were some issues in the portal and हमने कुछ glitches face किए हैं. So because of that, this mock has been postponed to April. The dates are not yet out. I will tell you the dates, so please wait for this mock. It is not happening on the 29th and 30th, but it will happen very, very soon. Okay, so just have a little patience till then. All right, the next thing is, if you are worried about the price hike, remember Unacademy is offering 25% off on flat 25% off on anything that you get yourself enrolled in or you are subscribing to something. Please don't forget to use my code, that is VP10. Don't forget to use my code VP10 because I am supposed to be your favorite educator. So use my code. All right, then there is Level Up batch which is starting from today. Okay, so I hope that those who have enrolled in this batch are going to, today we will have our first session of this batch. Okay, so I'm really excited about it. Next one, if you still want to enroll in that batch, you still can. Please make sure that you use my code VP10. Then MHCET crash course is available at a sliced price of 4,999 only. Okay, so please make sure that you use my code if you're enrolling into the course. Law Vistara batch is an intensive batch for LSAT, SLAT, MHCET, and again it is available for a discounted price. Again, don't forget to, what is this? Use my code, that is VP10. All right, and finally the Warriors is coming soon, which is a droppers batch for CLAT and for CLAT aspirants 2024. And again, if you're subscribing to this batch, I will be taking English language in this batch. Please do not forget to use my code, that is VP10. So enroll yourself right now. All right, moving on to the next and the most important one, the editorial for today. Let's get started. Can we get started? Can you recommend another novel like The Alchemist and the Monk Who Sold His Ferrari? Ishant, yes. If you want to read something like that, Tuesdays with Morrie is also a very nice book, and it is similar to The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, but not exactly same. The concept is completely different. But again, it's a very nice book, and it's very. It is 250 pages or less. Okay, so you can read that book, Tuesdays with Morrie. Sherlock Holmes is obviously the greatest. I mean, no two way about it. I mean, it's a very nice book. But again, if you are looking for something like The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, then it would be Tuesdays with Morrie. Okay. A lot of things are rhyming today. Okay. हाँ राही, that's what I am telling you. Easy novels. These are the Ishant ने जो 2 novels mention किए हैं, and उसके अलावा the third easy novel that I am mentioning is Tuesdays with Morrie. Okay. Ma'am, you don't need to select razor every time. I think by scrubbing it with palm or hand automatically. Yeah, but then I'll have to touch it, right? Right, Alpesh? I'll have to touch it. So I think razor is a better option. Okay. Let's get started, okay? So the human, interesting, बहुत ही, I want you to tell me what is the tone, okay? Again, we have discussed a lot of tones, so इस बार भी आप ही बताओगे कि tone क्या है, ठीक है? All right. Human life above all, opposition of doctors to the right to health comes from baseless misgivings, okay? Baseless is an adjective which is being used over here. Yahan misgivings is being used as a noun, right? So baseless misgivings. तो यहाँ पर adjective use हुआ है, and this adjective is whose adjective? Author's or adjective है ना? तो author का opinion दिख रहा है. Opposition of doctor to the right to health comes from baseless misgivings. So this becomes our conclusion. Okay. So it is confounding how, so it is shocking how something that is stridently good in ethical and legal terms can run into a wall of opposition built by, sorry, okay, got too carried away, but theek hai. Wall of opposition built on narrow professional and commercial interests. Okay. So the author is saying that it is shocking. So it is, the author is full of emotions in this editorial, क्योंकि it is shocking कि कोई चीज़ जो इतनी अच्छी है law के हिसाब से और उसके ethics के हिसाब से इतनी अच्छी चीज़ है, वो एक opposition वाले wall में. Okay, so this is basically the author is using metaphoric representation. बहुत ज़्यादा metaphor use करे. Sorry if that hurt your eyes. Yeah. I have lost it today. Anyway, so run into opposition built on narrow professional and commercial interest. ठीक है, तो किस चीज पे built है? दे कैन रन इनटू, मतलब वो ऐसे सिचुएशन जो कुछ इतनी अच्छी है, हम सोच भी नहीं सकते कि वो इतने बुरे सिचुएशन में रह सकती है या फंस सकती है या आ सकती है उनके साथ ऐसे कोई सिचुएशन. तो नैरो प्रोफेशनल एंड कमर्शियल इंटरेस्ट, ऐसी चीज़ जो एथिकल है और लीगल में बहुत ही गुड है, इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड गुड. तो ये शॉकिंग है कि ये एक नैरो प्रोफेशनल और कमर्शियल इंटरेस्ट तक गिर सकती है. ओके, सो दैट इज द जनरल आइडिया द ऑथर इज पॉइंटिंग है. ठीक है, अब बेसिकली आपको एक तरीके से सोचना बता दिया, अब उस तरीके में द ऑथर विल मूव फॉरवर्ड. एज इन द केस ऑफ द राइट टू हेल्थ एक्ट दैट वाज passed in Rajasthan last week and the unprecedented kerfuffle that followed with doctors in the state vehemently protesting what they called a draconian law. This is the main idea, isn't it? The author has यहाँ पर आपको what the hell? Okay, this becomes the main idea. Okay, the right to health, तो क्या बोल रहा है यहाँ पर कि यही केस हुआ है, ये जो राजस्थान का राइट टू हेल्थ एक्ट जो पास हुआ है राजस्थान में पिछले हफ्ते, इसमें क्या हुआ, बहुत ज़्यादा कमोशन हो गया, डिस्टर्बेंस मच गया. किसके बीच में? डॉक्टर्स और स्टेट के बीच में, क्योंकि वो डॉक्टर्स क्या कर रहे थे, प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, बहुत फोर्सफुली प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे और इस लॉ को क्या बोल रहे थे? ड्रैकोनियन लॉ, पुराने ज़माने का लॉ. ओके, द राइट टू हेल्थ, समथिंग दैट इज ब्रूटल, या दैट इज व्हाट दे मेंट. द राइट टू हेल्थ इज इन सिंक, इज इन synchrony, right? Sync is the short form of synchrony. So the right to health is in synchrony, sync with the constitutional guarantee, and it is always used with in sync. There was a boys band as well called something on this note, okay, जिसका part Justin Timberlake भी था. Okay, so Justin Timberlake, yeah, NSYNC, I think it was NSYNC. Or anyway, the right to health is in sync with the constitutional guarantee of right to life and other components of the directive principles. तो ये जो right to health है, ये किसके साथ sync में है? right to life के साथ sync में है, ठीक है, और भी जितने भी directive principles होते हैं उसके साथ in sync में है, ठीक है. अब the author is trying to present his point of view यहाँ पर by giving a general statement पहले, that no person seeking health care should be denied it on the grounds of access and affordability is an acceptable proviso. So basically the author is saying कि कोई ये दोनों in sync में है, मतलब दोनों साथ में चलता है, because इसी इन laws के हिसाब से कोई भी इंसान जो हेल्थ केयर सीख कर रहा है, जो हेल्थ केयर के लिए आया है, चाह रहा है, उसको कोई ये अफोर्डेबिलिटी और एक्सेस के ग्राउंड्स पे, इन दोनों ग्राउंड्स पे कभी मना नहीं किया जा सकता है कि उनको हेल्थ केयर नहीं देंगे, ठीक है. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट हैज़ टू बी देयर. The Rajasthan Right to Health Act 2022 addresses these key issues of access and affordability. और ये जो एक्ट है, ये यही इश्यूज को, एक्सेस और अफोर्डेबिलिटी के ही इशू को एड्रेस किया है. ओके, सो द ऑथर इज, विच साइड इज द ऑथर ऑन द डॉक्टर साइड और द स्टेट साइड ऑफ और द एक्ट साइड? द ऑथर इज डेफिनेटली ऑन द एक्ट साइड, राइट? कि this is what the act is. It seeks to provide protection and fulfillment of rights, equity in relation to health and well-being for achieving the goal of healthcare for all through guaranteed access to quality healthcare for all residents of the state without any catastrophic आउट पॉकेट एक्सपेंडिचर। तो कोई भी बहुत बड़ा डिजास्ट्रस एक्सपेंडिचर के बिना उनको सबको राइट टू हेल्थ इज अवेलेबल एट एन अफोर्डेबल प्राइस। दिस इज द बेसिक क्रक्स ऑफ दिस एक्ट, ठीक है। दैट इज व्हाट द ऑथर सेइंग कि इस एक्ट के अंदर में ये आता है, ये सारे राइट्स फुलफिलमेंट आते हैं। तो बेसिकली किसी भी अगर किसी को हेल्थ केयर चाहिए या वेलबींग के लिए अगर वो आया है तो उनको सब कुछ मिलेगा विदाउट देम शेलिंग आउट अ लॉट ऑफ मनी फ्रॉम देयर पॉकेट, ठीक है। दैट इज द मेन एम ऑफ दिस एक्ट। द लॉ विच ऑल्सो provides for a social audit and grievance redress gives every resident of the state the right to emergency treatment without paying a single paisa to any healthcare institution, and specifies that private healthcare institutions would be compensated for the charges incurred for such treatment. अब ये इस लॉ के अंदर में also, so this is an addition, also की बात हो रही है। तो इस लॉ के अंदर में और क्या क्या आता है कि जितने भी सोशल ऑडिट्स और ग्रीवेंसेस हैं सब चीज़ को एड्रेस किया जाएगा। आपके जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स है, बेसिकली हेल्थ से रिलेटेड जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम्स है सबको एड्रेस किया जाएगा। गिव्स एवरी रेसिडेंट ऑफ द स्टेट द राइट टू इमरजेंसी ट्रीटमेंट, और इसके वजह से सबको, सारे जितने भी स्टेट के रेसिडेंट हैं उनको राइट टू इमरजेंसी ट्रीटमेंट, मतलब इमरजेंसी ट्रीटमेंट विदाउट आपको अगर आप राजस्थान में रहते हो और आपके घर पे कोई इमरजेंसी है, किसी की हेल्थ बिगड़ जा रही है एंड यू दैट पर्सन इज रश्ड टू द हॉस्पिटल, इन दैट केस द पर्सन विल नॉट बी चार्ज्ड एनीथिंग एंड तुरंत उनको इलाज मिलेगा। ओके, दैट इज समथिंग दैट कम्स इन अंडर दिस एक्ट, और उनको एक पैसा नहीं देना पड़ेगा। एंड ये जो पैसा है ये कौन कॉम्पनसेट करेगा, ये भी आता है इसके अंदर में कि ये पैसा जो है ये कॉम्पनसेट करेंगे डॉक्टर्स को कौन, without paying a single paisa to any and specifies that the private healthcare institution would be compensated। हाँ, तो ये कॉम्पनसेट कर दिया जाएगा। प्राइवेट हेल्थ केयर जितने भी प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स हैं उनके जो डॉक्टर्स हैं उन्होंने अगर कोई ट्रीटमेंट की है तो उनको कॉम्पनसेट कर दिया जाएगा इसके लिए, ठीक है। दैट इज व्हाट इट सेज। मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन। यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया एवरीवन? इज दिस क्लियर टिल हियर? Okay. Yes, so it means healthcare institutions won't be able to extort money from needy people. Yes, this is what it says. Okay, this is what the law entails, है ना? Good job. Okay, moving on to the last paragraph. The doctors who came out in large numbers to protest the law. अब ये लॉ के साइड का पहले बता दिया ऑथर ने कि what does the law entail और क्या चीज़ किस चीज़ के लिए प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं ये, ठीक है। अब इनके साइड से, डॉक्टर्स के साइड से द इशू इज बीइंग पॉइंटेड आउट कि इनका क्या व्यू है। द डॉक्टर्स हु केम आउट इन लार्ज नंबर्स टू प्रोटेस्ट, ये जो प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं इनका व्यू क्या है? प्रोटेस्ट द लॉ ऑन द स्ट्रीट ऑफ जयपुर said that they were distrustful of the government। क्या बोल रहे थे कि ये गवर्नमेंट को ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते, कि वो प्रॉमिस कर रहे कि ये जो रिकम्पेंस करने का प्रॉमिस कर रहे हैं, जितना भी एक्सपेंस आएगा ट्रीटमेंट में पेशेंट का, वो इन द केस ऑफ इमरजेंसी वो जो बेसिकली कह रहा है गवर्नमेंट कि हम कॉम्पनसेट कर देंगे, दे डोंट ट्रस्ट द गवर्नमेंट टू डू दैट। ओके, दैट इज वाई दे आर प्रोटेस्टिंग इन जयपुर। ओके, to the charge that there is no detailing of the process, health right activists have pointed out that it would be a function of the rules, not the law itself। ठीक है, तो इसमें कोई डिटेलिंग इस प्रोसेस का नहीं दिया गया है, और हेल्थ राइट एक्टिविस्ट क्या बोल रहे हैं कि एक रूल का एक फंक्शन है, ये लॉ नहीं है। तो मतलब ऐसा कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि आपको पैसे मिलेंगे ही, कॉम्पनसेशन कैसे होगा फिर जब लॉ ही नहीं है ये, तो कॉम्पनसेशन बोल देंगे कि ये लॉ नहीं है। The protesting doctors also claimed to be apprehensive of the government's interference in their functioning once the law is enforced. तो एक ही प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इनका, और दूसरा प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि ये कह रहे हैं कि ये जो ये क्लेम कर रहे हैं कि ये इनको ये भी डर लग रहा है कि गवर्नमेंट अब इंटरफियर करने लगेगा उनके फंक्शनिंग में, तो उसके बाद चीज़ें बिगड़ जाएगी. ठीक है, अगर ये लॉ इन्फोर्स हो जाता है तो गवर्नमेंट का इंटरफियरेंस उनके मैटर में बढ़ने लगेगा, जिसकी वजह से चीज़ें बिगड़ जाएंगी. दैट्स व्हाट दे आर ऑल्सो प्रोटेस्टिंग. आयरॉनिकली, okay, what is the meaning of ironically? Something that is not supposed to, something that is supposed to do something in a certain way, it is doing the opposite of what it is supposed to be doing. ठीक है, जो करना चाहिए उसे उसका opposite हो रहा है. For example, I'll just give you a simple example of irony. हम figures of speech में भी देखेंगे irony. But अगर हम कहते हैं कि पुलिस स्टेशन में चोरी हो गई, okay, so that is an irony. Okay, या you can say कि फायर ब्रिगेड में आग लग गई. ओके, सो ऑल दीज आर आयरॉनिकल सिचुएशंस. सो आयरॉनिकल सिचुएशंस आर सिचुएशंस विच हैपन इन द ऑपोजिट वे एज इट इज सपोज टू हैपन. ओके, एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट. सो आयरॉनिकली, अब यहाँ पर आयरनी देखेंगे क्या है, ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है. जब ऑथर यूजेज आयरॉनिकली, देन यू शुड नो व्हाट द आयरनी इज, है ना. ऑल ऑफ देम बिलीव दैट हेल्थ केयर इज अ राइट ऑफ पीपल. Only they believe that the state would have to be the sole provider. Okay, so only they believe that the state would have to be the sole provider. Ironically, all of them believe that healthcare is a right of the people. ठीक है, सब के सब ये बिलीव करते हैं, मतलब ये सब कह रहे हैं कि हमें पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे, हमें लेट्स से हमारा कॉम्पनसेशन नहीं होगा, एंड उसके बाद फिर ये इनकी इंटरफियरेंस बढ़ जाएगी गवर्नमेंट की. और ये सब कहते हुए भी दे स्टिल बिलीव दैट कि सबसे ज़्यादा चीज़ ज़रूरी क्या है कि सब हेल्थ केयर सबका हक है. ये सब मान रहे हैं. ठीक है, ओनली दे बिलीव दैट द स्टेट वुड, बस उनका क्या कहना है कि स्टेट बन जाएगा सोल प्रोवाइडर उस चीज़ का. ठीक है, हेल्थ केयर का सोल प्रोवाइडर कौन बन जाएगा, स्टेट बन जाएगा. तो उन्हें उस चीज़ से भी प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है, कि हेल्थ प्रोवाइडर हम होने चाहिए, सोल हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर हम होने चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट का इंटरफियरेंस बढ़ जाएगा. हाउएवर, दिस इज स्कैर्सली द फर्स्ट सच एक्सपोजिशन ऑफ द राइट टू हेल्थ. और लेकिन ये पहला केस नहीं है. हाउएवर इज शोइंग द कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन ओवर हियर कि ये पहला कोई केस नहीं है, ऐसे बहुत सारे केसेस हो रखे हैं. अब देखो, अब whenever the author gives such statement, then he will give you an example. ऐसे बोल के छोड़ नहीं देगा, right? So in 1989, the Supreme Court observed that every injured citizen brought for medical treatment should instantaneously be given medical aid to preserve life, and thereafter the procedural criminal law should be allowed to operate in order to avoid negligent death. तो ये 1989 में ये ऑब्जर्व किया था कि बेसिकली सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या बोला था कि कोई भी इंजर्ड इंसान, पहले उसका ट्रीटमेंट होगा, उसके बाद उस पर क्रिमिनल केस, अगर इफ इट इज समथिंग दैट इज सपोज टू बी इन्वेस्टिगेटेड या डन, तो उसके बाद उसका प्रोसीजर होगा, राइट. सो पहले क्या होगा, मेडिकल प्रोसीजर, मेडिकल अटेंशन इमीडिएटली मिलेगा, इंस्टेंटली मिलेगा. ठीक है, तुरंत मिलेगा. हैविंग ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड अ प्रोग्रेसिव आइडियल इनटू लॉ, राजस्थान शुड नाउ स्ट्राइव. अब दिस इज द कंक्लूजन, यहां से हमारा आ जाता है कंक्लूजन. Okay, having transformed a progressive ideal into law, Rajasthan should now strive to gain the trust of doctors through demonstrable action. तो अब ये तो एक आइडियल सिचुएशन को, एक बहुत अच्छे सिचुएशन को इन्होंने लॉ में बदल दिया है राजस्थान ने, लेकिन अब उनको क्या करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि डॉक्टर्स का ट्रस्ट जीतने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. ठीक है, इट is also incumbent upon, it is also the responsibility of, incumbent upon होता है. ठीक है, देखो यहाँ पर कैसे यूज हो रहा है, incumbent upon. So it is also incumbent upon, responsible for होता है, right, incumbent upon. the doctors to raise above the differences and work with the government to save human lives. तो government को भी अब doctors को भी government के साथ काम करना चाहिए, क्योंकि they are अपने differences को भूल के या सलाह मशवरा करके and after discussing it out with the government, they should work on saving lives. ठीक है, ये उनका prime focus होना चाहिए. This is what the author has to say, and this was the editorial of today. Is this clear to everyone? Conclusion पता चल गया, main idea पता चल गया. अब मुझे बताओ tone क्या है इसका. Okay. Would be compensating, right? Yes, the government would be compensating. हाँ, so when you are looking at both side, देखो अभी अल्पेश ने क्या बताया कि इनका भी पॉइंट सही है, ठीक है. तो कोई भी चीज़ पे आप भी जब डिसीजन बना रहे हो, ठीक है, कोई भी चीज़ पे आप डिसीजन बना रहे हो, तो इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, इट इज़ crucial, it is a mandate that you look at both sides of things. ठीक है, it is आप किसी भी चीज़ का एक side लेके when you are making a decision, when you are coming to a decision, you are biased in that case, right? So if you are making a decision on the basis of taking both sides into consideration, then you are actually being thoughtful. ठीक है, तो आधे से ज़्यादा editorial आपको यही दिखाएंगे कि इनकी गलती है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि दूसरी साइड फालतू में कुछ कह रही है. ठीक है, उनका क्या कहना है, उनका क्या पॉइंट है, you get to know that as well. ठीक है, so very nice Alpesh that you noted that. पुलिस ने चोरी कर ली. Yeah, that would also be an ironical situation. Good job, Shivani. Yeah, good examples of all the ironical situations are very, very nice, the ones that you have given. Cobbler doesn't have shoes, okay? Cobbler's son doesn't have shoes, या कुछ ऐसा. Yeah, farmers don't have food. That is very sad. Yeah, that is dark. Alpesh, absolutely right. एग्ज़ाम 3 महीने बाद होगा. ये कब हुआ संत? 3 महीने बाद क्लैट अगर हो जाएगा तब तो नहीं, दिसंबर में होता है संत. Okay, Gauri is saying that the tone is acerbic. What skewed? Tone is thoughtful. Okay, now what do you think? अब ऑथर मेजॉरिटी में क्या क्या वर्ड्स यूज कर रहा है, यही होता है इन्फ्रेंस. ठीक है, आप हिंट लेते हो पैसेज से एंड देन यू कम टू अ कंक्लूजन. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर ऑथर कंक्लूजन में क्या बोला है? बेसलेस misgivings, right? Baseless. Okay, so he is definitely taking one side of it. ठीक है, he is definitely saying that this should be the priority and not that. ठीक है, so the author can have something where he is again critical would be okay of a tone. ठीक है, critical tone या argumentative would also be okay because the author is giving both the sides. ठीक है, तो argumentative या critical tone would be skewed is also fine. डॉगमैटिक नहीं होगा. डॉगमा का मतलब ओके, यस आई विल. डॉगमैटिक भी नहीं होगा ईशांत. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डॉगमा? देखो, डॉगमैटिक, डिडैक्टिक, ऑल दीज आर नॉट पॉजिटिव बट सॉर्ट ऑफ keeping a certain belief in mind, right? Dogmatic is something that has a certain belief in.
acerbic again क्यों नहीं होगा, क्योंकि acerbic is when the author is being very very harsh. Okay, so the author is, कह सकते हैं कि harsh है, but there's just one word that not really acerbic throughout. ठीक है, the author is not being acerbic throughout and especially not in the conclusion, क्योंकि conclusion से पहले वाले paragraph में the author is giving my side as well, the other side as well. Not confusing, नहीं नहीं. रजनी, आप वाई डोंट यू डू वन थिंग, हेल्पलाइन नंबर, आप हेल्पलाइन नंबर पे कॉल करो एंड देयर यू विल गेट ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन जो आपको जानना है इसके बारे में, क्लासेस के बारे में, एंड कैसे होते हैं, फी स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है, और क्या क्या उसमें कवर होगा, कितने आवर्स का होता है, एंड ऑल दैट यू विल गेट टू नो ओवर देयर. ठीक है, हाँ, नेगेटिव ओपिनियन है ऑथर का. इफ यू सी द ऑथर इज हैविंग नेगेटिव ओपिनियन टुवर्ड्स हुम, टुवर्ड्स द डॉक्टर्स, है ना. द ऑथर डज हैव नेगेटिव ओपिनियन टुवर्ड्स द डॉक्टर कि ये ऐसा करें, इन्हें ऐसा तो नहीं करना चाहिए. ठीक है, क्योंकि द ऑथर इज शॉक्ड कि ये ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं, राइट. सो नेगेटिव है, डेफिनेटली नेगेटिव है, तो क्रिटिसाइज कर रहा है ऑथर डॉक्टर्स को, राइट. सो क्रिटिकल वुड डेफिनेटली बी द केस. ठीक है, लेकिन इसके अलावा you can also say that the author's tone is argumentative. ठीक है, so these two tones would be perfect for this editorial. आज का editorial यहीं पे समाप्त होता है. Thank you so much everyone for attending the session, and I will see you again tomorrow for our month's last editorial that is going to be tomorrow. So please make sure that all of you are present for tomorrow's session. ओके, ठीक है, तो बाय बाय एवरीवन, auf Wiedersehen, थैंक यू, चूस, सायोनारा, adios, all that, bye bye, see you tomorrow, bye Nancy, bye Shant, and bye Alpesh. Nishita, you're welcome. I will see you again. I have a lot of classes today. Schedule will be sent on the Telegram group. Okay, bye.